Hi, and welcome to TransAction TV. My name is Anthony Attanasio. I'm your host. I'm the CEO of Hawk Strategies. And joining me today is my friend, but also the conference co-chairman of this wonderful conference transaction, Michael Vieira.
Great.
Mike,
Thank you,
thanks so much for
Anthony.
being here today.
Isn't this a great idea doing the
This,
transaction TV?
well, this was Michael's idea. And when he asked me if I was willing to do this, I was like, absolutely, because this is such an incredible conference. I remember coming to my first transaction in 2010 as the Deputy Chief of Staff of New Jersey Transit
Yeah.
and meeting you and just kind of having like a awestruck moment back
Yeah.
then about
Yeah.
that there's such a big conference for just transportation. And I got to tell you, Michael, we're here on day 3 of the 2025 conference.
And I'm exhausted.
He looks, let me tell you something, he looks great because I've seen him running around like you wouldn't believe.
But by the way, happy anniversary.
Oh, well, thank you.
Transaction is your anniversary date. Hawk Strategies was
We did. We
was
launched 6 years
6
ago.
years ago here at
from the
Transaction.
dais at the sumptuous luncheon buffet.
Yes, happy
And,
anniversary.
thank you for that because Hawk Strategies really we feel ingrained with Transaction because you have put together, something. Frank Riley started this 49 years ago.
Yeah.
And you have now taken it, though, Michael, to new levels. But when I walked in there, 30 years old, and it was a big and great conference. To say that this is night and day from what I came to.
From 600 attendees a couple years ago, today we're nearly 1,300 attendees. We've sold out of our exhibit booths 3 times. We have 137 exhibitors. And you know what? And this year I didn't even think I was going to get anybody because I had 3 strikes against me.
Right.
We had Holy Week, Passover, and Spring Break, and selling out, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah, there's an energy and a vibrancy this year that started last year a little bit with the
Yeah.
new venue. We're
Yeah.
here in Harrah's in their magnificent conference center. Changing a venue alone, but the layout of the floor, the types of workshops you've been putting on, there's a vibrancy amongst the attendees that you can feel.
Yeah,
And that's exciting.
Even the planners and engineers, there's 90 workshops going on. They'll get all their continuing credits in one conference.
Yeah.
And it is actually one of the lowest conference rates around. Like I think this year is $475 for 3 days, but it included food also.
Yes.
We feed you with that fee.
Yeah.
It really is good, and no, I'm happy that I'm able to make a lot of these changes. Transaction TV, I've been wanting to do this for years. I think I talked to you last year.
Yeah.
I ran out of time last year, but we did it this year. Oh my God, this year we had a concert.
Yeah, tell us about that. Last night at the reception, tell us about the...
So coming back over here to Harrah's, now it makes it look like a real conference. We were at Tropicana, we were at Trump Plaza for a long time, even resorts. You could never bring vehicles inside a showroom floor.
Right, as you can see behind us.
Here at Harrah's, it really looks like a conference.
Right.
I think there's 9 vehicles being displayed. And in my contract with Harrah's, I said, you know what? I want to do something in the pool. They call
Yeah.
it the Harrah's pool at night.
Yeah.
It's a big glass enclosed pool, really pretty. And last night we had our reception there, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make add to it. So we had a Bon Jovi tribute band concert.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. For an hour and a half they played, and people were singing and dancing, and it was really cool.
Yeah, people were having a great time, enjoying that, and then as I understand it, several people went to karaoke, and then there wasn't as great singing, but still
Yes.
a lot of great times were had.
Yeah, I want people to come to the classes, which actually this conference is one of those conferences that they actually go to the classes.
Yes.
Our workshops, every room has at least 50 seats. I have a couple rooms that have 100 seats and one room that has 125. Every single time frame, those out the door.
Yeah.
They're standing room only, so I'm happy to see that. And then at night, I want people to enjoy themselves. So you know what? We had the reception in the pool with the Bon Jovi tribute band. After that, from 9 to 1 o'clock, we had karaoke.
Right.
And then I actually even provided shuttles from Harrah's to go over to Tropicana and Caesars. Tropicana, there's still a lot of food choices over there.
Sure.
So, but I want to give everybody an opportunity to, you're not just stuck over here at Harrah's.
Right.
There's an opportunity to go wherever you want to go.
Yeah, so this conference, as you mentioned, is a true working and educational conference. The planning credits and engineering credits that are given here with over 90 workshops are an incredible professional advancement opportunity. But so many people think conference, they think, oh, you're going away just to eat and drink and get out of your house. Like, This is really the transportation community's opportunity, one, for continuing education credits,
Yep.
but two, and we really are a community to network and to
Yeah.
be together, best practices, best ideas. And, the diversity of the panels is really impressive. So,
Yeah.
I in particular, moderated a panel on paratransit service with you on it,
Yes.
discussing how TNCs are supporting that. I also was able to do the VIP panel. And then, but there's everything from pavement preservation to, Amtrak to the capital programs. It doesn't matter. It
It's
touches
pretty much
all.
all modes of transportation,
Yes.
probably except for planes. We don't have any.
Not a lot of aviation here, right?
Yeah, but actually next year I think I'm going to add. Somebody had asked me to do architect credits.
Okay.
So it's not my field. I didn't know that there was continuing education, but a person came up to me, and I think I'm going to add that next year. That'll draw another a group of people to our conference.
Correct. And especially here in Atlantic City, where you have, the Atlantic City International just down the expressway. You have the FAA Technical Center as well.
Yep.
So the region has aviation needs. So that's
Yeah.
really
And I have
great.
plenty of over in Harrods. I have plenty of room to grow.
Yes.
And I added in back of us is a little entertainment area or whatever. I figured maybe if somebody wants to play golf or whatever, it hasn't been used.
Okay.
So you know what? This is a perfect for more tables and
Yeah, sure.
and spread out.
What's the best thing about how you've ran the conference? You're never set in your ways. I've been working with you on this conference now for over 7
Oh my
years.
God, yeah.
And, you take people's input. You're willing to hear new ideas. You're always willing to try things out and change because as a conference organizer, I got to say, your focus is so on your attendees. It's not on you. It's always about the people here getting the most from this
Yes.
conference, going home feeling that they're empowered and smarter on issues that are important to them.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, Mike, you have done an amazing job taking this conference, not just to the next level, but the next and the next and the next.
Thank you.
And we're all with next year being the 50th.
And I'll always give my mentor Frank Riley a lot of credit for starting this in his garage.
in his garage 49
years ago. And Frank hasn't been feeling too well the last couple of years.
We miss having Frank at the conference.
We do, and he hasn't seen Harris, and so I said to him, and he's been going through some health issues the last couple
Sure.
of months. So I said, Frank, next year you have to come. It's our 50th anniversary.
Yes.
You are Mr. Transaction. So no, I miss Frank here, but we're going to get him back next year
for the 50th. And we're going to be back next year, and we're going to be unveiling. Mike's going to show some really new and exciting things that'll roll out throughout the year.
Yep.
And I think everybody can honestly say, especially after how successful this conference was, that we are so excited for the 50th.
Yep,
So,
April 14th, 15th, and 16th of 2026. And by the way, I just want to add one more thing.
Yeah, please.
I'm very happy to say, in the paratransit community, there's an organization in Washington called Community Transportation Association of America.
Okay.
They actually have their conferences, and they go from the southern states of California, the central, and the north, and they alternate. In 2027, I got them at Harris.
Oh, wow,
The
that's
national conference is
fantastic.
coming to Harris.
this is great. Bringing the transportation spotlight, whether it's paratransit, infrastructure investment, whatever it
Yeah.
is, here to New Jersey. TransAction really is a special event. You've done an amazing job. I want to thank you as an attendee and as someone who is involved in the conference. We cannot wait for next year.
And I have to thank all of my volunteers, because this is all volunteer. Nobody gets paid at all.
It's true.
Anthony sits on my committee, and what we do, it's all volunteer. It's out of love
Yes.
for transportation.
It's a passion. Those of
Yeah.
us in the transportation world, let's be honest, Mike, right?
Yeah.
It's a bug and we're not getting rid of it, right?
Good.
We love what we do.
But thank you for everything that you do,
Well,
too.
thank you. And, this has been an incredible experience. We still have a few hours left. But, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Vieira, the organizer and
Anthony
co-chair
Attanasio.
of the TransAction Conference, thank you so much for joining us on
Great.
this episode of TransAction TV.
Great. Thank you.